Thanks, guy. Do you feel ripped off? Am I not that handsome? I'm sorry if you do. Thanks for coming out. How many people here are into like the star signs? You know, like astrology? Anybody? Yeah. You guys at least know what they are. You know, like Taurus and Aquarius and that stuff. Like, what's your sign, guys? Sagittarius. That's like the crazy one, right? Like that's the one that might do a drive-by every now and then. I'm on the wall. Oh, see, the thing about it is I never believed in that stuff growing up because I didn't really think my sign would actually represent my personality. Like, I thought I was this individual. But I looked it up recently, and it turns out I'm an Aries. And apparently one of the main traits of people who have the Aries sign is that we're dedicated leaders and we like to win things. You know, when Aries is in it to win it. Yeah. And I guess that would explain why I usually like to come first. And it's a win it. I mean, I'm a leader. I mean, I'm leading the orgasm. Astrology, the thing about it is it can't go too far. That's why I never got too into it. Like, people can take it to the next level. People will use their sign to justify, like, shitty behavior. And it's not fair. Like, people will be like, sorry, I'm a Taurus. I can be a little bit of a bitch. Right? Like, how's that an excuse? Even if it is accurate and being a Taurus makes you, like, act like a bitch, it's still not an excuse. Like, think about it. If I mercilessly beat the shit out of someone in here right now, you wouldn't let me off the hook just because I was Italian. Yeah, it might be an accurate reason. None of you would be surprised, but it's still not an excuse. That's all. So, I turned 23 recently. 23 is an interesting age, yeah. I will. Wow. Of all the ages that I didn't think would be applause-worthy. Because it's like, what is 23? 23 is a weird age, you know, it is a landmark age. Like, you don't realize it, but it actually does represent a landmark. Like, when you turn 18, that's the age that, you know, you're officially considered an adult by the law. When you turn 21, that's the age you can finally drink alcohol. But when you turn 23, that's the age it's officially creepy to jerk off to Instagram photos. That one's been hard for me to swallow, I'm not gonna lie. Because, I mean, I'm not going to say, like, it was always weird, but, like, at least when you were in, like, middle school, it was sort of funny and I kind of preferred away. But now that I'm 23, it just makes me feel sort of like Ted Bundy. And I'm not, that's not the energy I'm going for. Yeah, but I did graduate from college last year, which was fun. And I got to take a lot of classes that were awesome. Yeah, thank you. Oh, my gosh. You're just the most appreciative crowd. This is great. You're all so nice. No, but I graduated and I loved college because I got to take a lot of fun classes. Like, I took a film class, which was great. I love making movies, but I didn't anticipate all the little difficulties with, like, filmmaking that you don't really see coming when you're on, like, the outside. Like, I remember for the first project I had in that class, I just filmed something quick in my room and I thought it was great. But then when I showed up to class, I realized I didn't put any of my weed stuff away when I did it. Yeah, I was literally sitting in the back of the class like, oh, there's the gravity bong. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was rough. I failed. Like, I didn't just fail that project, I failed the whole class. I really didn't think I should have failed the whole class. Because, I mean, sure, I guess I put an illegal drug in a video that was technically meant for a school project. But aside from that, it was still the best porno I'd ever made. I mean, those hookers were really fucking expensive, man. I should have at least got a C. Bullshit. Yeah, you know, but I do smoke a lot of weed. Any stoners in here like me? Yeah! Oh, you guys are probably annoying as fuck. Stoners are annoying, man. Like, I smoke weed so much that I can't stand when people are too enthusiastic about it. Like, anytime I smoke with somebody and they have to go like, bro, 1 to 10, how high are you, bro? 1 to 10. Like, that bothers, you know what I mean? It's, like, some of you get it, even if you don't smoke, because if you smoke weed as much as I do, it's not like this fun thing where you're sneaking around being, like, sketchy anymore. It's kind of like having a cup of coffee in the morning. I don't know about you, but the last thing I need with my morning coffee before work is some asshole going, bro, 1 to 10, how awake are you, bro? Come on, bro, 1 to 10, how awake? Come on, bro, I'm like a 9.5 right now, bro. Starbucks is dank shit. It's dank shit. I mean, I had to do that, otherwise you'd have to listen to my voice sound more like Christian Bale progressively throughout the set. I don't think you want that. No, I don't smoke because it's just a goofy thing. I smoke because the world is troubling. Like, you see all kinds of crazy shit in the news, like shit that makes no sense. Like, I saw this news story recently about this guy who claims to be transracial. Like, supposedly he was born a white person, but he actually identifies as Filipino, so that's how he wants people to, like, address him. And that might sound strange to some of you, but I did a lot of thinking, and I realized I've also been transracial my whole life, and I had no idea. Because you see, hear me out. I was born an Italian person, right? But I've always identified as white. We got some real Italians in here. Look, all I'm saying is if you're Italian and you think you're white, your grandma just didn't live long enough to beat you with a spoon. That's all that is. If you were like me, she would have beat that whiteness out of you by like age 7. I've seen other shit in the news though. Like a lot of shit. It's kind of interesting. Like one thing, you guys know that show Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay? Yeah, good show. And I saw an article recently. Apparently, Gordon Ramsay has been finding traces of cocaine all over his restaurants. And I don't just mean like a little bit, it's like Charlie Sheen sneezed in the fucking bathroom. I mean, there was a lot of blow in here. Like, Tony Montana would have been very comfortable. But I didn't understand why he was so surprised, you know what I mean? Like, he was sitting in an interview, he was like, I can't believe it, it's everywhere. But I don't see why Gordon Ramsay would be surprised. If there's anybody you need to do cocaine to work for, it's Gordon Ramsay. Is it not? I mean, have you ever seen Hell's Kitchen? If that dude was my boss, I'd for sure suck some busboy's dick for a line in the bathroom. No question. No question about it. I'll do one more, then I'll get out of here. You guys have been a great crowd. Thank you so much for coming out. Last thing I'll say is, obviously, we all know this is a stressful time in America. That's why we come to comedy shows to let loose. You know, we have an election coming up next year. We're all going to have to choose who we want to win the election. And I already know that I could sweep the board. Like, I've seen the debates. I know I don't like any of these fucking candidates. Right? Like, it's so obvious already that none of them are good. So I'm going to do a write-in. Because deep down, I know who's actually ready to, like, run the country. So that's what I'm going to write on the ballot. It's literally going to be my own asshole. And look, I know some of you might be looking at me like, come on, Tom, that's not that clever. You're just trying to be some centrist, not taking sides by saying that. But you're wrong, okay? I'm definitely taking sides. My asshole's a Democrat. His border control policy is just way too loose for it to be anything otherwise. All I'm saying is that when it comes to immigration, as far as my asshole's opinion is concerned, everyone is allowed to come inside. Thank you guys so much. I'm Tom Crescenzo. Give it up for your amazing hosts and all the comics who saw tonight.